Hey y'all, what's up? I'm popping in just to shoot this quick little video. If y'all hear cartoons and such in the background, that's because I'm I'm working with one of my clients right now. So y'all, anyhow, those of y'all thinking about getting divorced, okay? This is for those of y'all who are considering divorce. Now you know I'm also a premarital relationship coach, okay? And with that, I aim to help people make it. When you go into a relationship, when you go into love, you don't go in hoping or wishing that one day you're going to get divorced. You go in with all good hopes, hoping that you're together forever, hoping that that love will last, hoping that the fire and the passion will last, you know. But a lot of times we go into marriage for the wrong reasons. But anyhow, that's a whole nother subject for those of y'all thinking about divorce. I've been married. I was married for 10 years. We were together for 10, or a little over 10, but we were married for 9. So I get the whole gist of it. Okay, you guys. So this is what I'm going to tell you. First of all, there is a difference depending on if you have children together or not. For me, with my spouse, we did not have any children together. We did not. Though I loved his children like they were my own. I loved them like they were my own, okay? And even to this day, when they call me, when they contact me, I know why they're calling me. I know why they're contacting me. I know what they're missing in their life. I know what they need, what they're looking for. And I want to see them do the best. I want to see them be the best, regardless of their crazy, jacked up parents. Anytime they contact me, I'm always going to give you the best because I want to see the best outcome for you. Okay? So, unfortunately, because we didn't have any children together, there was no reason for me to stay around him. There was nothing more reason for me to stay. We didn't have any blood connecting us. There were a lot of things we didn't have connecting us. So it was easy for me to walk away. It was easy for me to divorce. And everything we had, we split. I had no problem splitting it because when you ready for divorce, that means you ready to walk away from everything. You don't even care. You'll walk away from everything just to be away from that person. When you get to the point that you're ready to be divorced, that means you're willing to walk away from everything, or at least half of everything, because things have gotten so bad. Okay? So, unfortunately, for those of you who don't have children with your spouse, there's really nothing there holding y'all to stay together. And you may just have to go through that divorce, especially if you have no children together. But for those of you that do have children together, hear me. I did a whole daddy daughter series telling the whole story from from when my parents got divorced, when all the way through the men my mama dated, the women my daddy dated, all the way through my daddy marrying a gold digger, and after he passed. And I did the whole thing and to tell you how this thing go, how it impacted me as a child, how it impacted my family, how it impacted my father. Watched in my daddy daughter series on YouTube. But anyhow, my advice, my best advice to you, and I've told a few couples over the past 3 years that have come to me ready to get divorced, and they've been married for decades. Okay? Hear me. Okay? When you are married and you're building things in the back of your mind. You're thinking how you're going to leave your family, how you're going to leave your children and your grandchildren. That's what you think. Even if you're a single father, you're not going to leave your stuff to your homeboys. You're going to leave it to your children. Even if you can't stand their mamas. Your mindset is, I'm going to leave it to my children. Okay? So, if you think that if you get a divorce, consider this. If you guys get a divorce, it's so bad, and you end up marrying other people, which is fine, but you don't have no children with them other people. Do you trust that other person enough to honor your wishes, your last wishes, to be right by your children and your grandchildren when they really have no reason to? Will you trust that person with everything that you worked your whole life for? Do you trust that person to do right by your children? And if your answer is no, and you doubt and you skeptical, because I can tell you, even if you filled out a trust and a will and there are some that are so sneaky and evil and conniving, they will rig some stuff. They will do everything they can to even steal and dishonor and take from that trust. Are you willing, or do you think it would be better for you and your present spouse to stay together and stay focused on the goal at hand? The goal at hand is to push your family forward. And if all of y'all watching this, you've been to family reunions. What do y'all talk about? What do we talk about at family reunions? Putting money for other cousins and nieces and nephews and people to go to college. We try to award scholarships at our family reunions for people going to college. We try to encourage the youth to be all they can be and do all they can do. Are you honoring what you've been saying at your family reunions? Do you mean that? Because if you do, whatever you and your spouse are going through, now some people, they stay together just for the kids. I'm going to say we're going to stay together for the kids, and once they get grown, we're going to divorce. You can do that too. Or you can stay focused on the goal at hand. And you hear older women say, I can leave, but if I leave, I'm going to go where? With who? With another man that's going to do something else? Because everybody got baggage. Everybody has baggage. The thing is, can your baggage and that person's baggage compensate each other and work and help you guys balance out? Can you handle that person's baggage? And can that other person handle your baggage? That's why I'm a relationship coach. I went through marital counseling. I went to three different set of premarital counseling, and none of it prepared me. So what I did was I took all the loops and holes and gaps that were missing, especially when it comes to blended families. And I created a whole new training to help make sure that those people that are coming together that want to get married, they're not blindsided. And they're not missing out on signs, warning signs. Anyhow, I put a whole program together, and that's why I'm a premarital coach, because I aim to make sure that before you say I do, before you get serious about this thing, that you guys are even compatible, that you will make it, even when you not happy with each other, even when you don't like each other. What's going to keep us together? Okay, so if you're considering divorce, y'all, consider that. You can let a newcomer in. You can let a newbie in and find your love, your new love and all that. You can. Or you can focus more on what's the end goal at the end. What is your true end goal that you wish to see for your children and your family? Because that's what it's going to boil down to in the end. It's not going to boil down to, I found somebody that loved me and I love and we just love, 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 love. Yeah, that works good if you don't have no kids. But if you got kids, you got other things on your mind. You have other responsibilities on your mind. You have lineage, heritage, tradition. You got all kind of things you're passing down and trying to be a good example for your family. You got other responsibilities. What's most important to you? What do you want to be said about your name by the time you pass away and you leave your family? What will your family say about you and what you did to progress the family? So these are things to consider before you get divorced and to really contemplate. Find your love. Rekindle your fires. Rekindle your purpose together as a couple. What is your purpose together as a couple? Okay, so think about those things, y'all.